I read it. Did you? Guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. I'm here once again at Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, and it is time to talk about some new comic books coming out. Listen, I'm just saying, at the end of this video, towards the end of this video, I will also be going over all of the free Comic Book Day stuff that's coming out. That's right, just a quick glance so you can prioritize, also tell you some of the best ways to make sure you get all of your free Comic Book Day stuff. Okay, so let's talk about Year of the Villain. Year of the Villain. Guys, this is a 25-cent comic book. Go to your store, pick it up. Don't be silly. It's going to be out on Wednesday. It's not going to, you don't have to wait until, what do you have, Saturday to go pick this up. Anyway, we got a couple more comic books out. We got Adventures of Super Sons, issue number 10 of 12. We've got Prisoner X from the Age of X-Man, issue number 3 of 5. We've got Amazing Spider-Man number 20.HU. This is going to be the Vulture's story. We've got Batman issue number 70, 5 more issues to go before we get to the City of Bane. We've got, this was a surprise, I didn't expect this. Last week they just advertised this, part 3, or the 3rd volume of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman, and I'm telling you, man, you open this up, you read this, this is very different from the previous 2 volumes that they did. Entirely different. Good job. Also, Krang is in it. Spoilers. So, Champions issue number 5. We've got a really, really cool cover for the variant cover, also for Champions number 5. Just saying, hard to pass that one up. I'm going to put Danger Doll Amalga Lives to the side because that's not a very appropriate cover. It's from Danger Labs. I'm just saying, this one might go up on a Pornhub review, just saying. We've got Deceased, issue number 1. Basically, I know a lot of people are going to be like, it's DC Zombies. Yeah, and it's amazing. It's really good and a very different concept. Also, I'll tell you why I'm wondering if they might be facing a lawsuit at DC because of something that they said. We'll see. There's also, just let you know that if you don't like, somehow you don't like any of those beautiful covers out there, including the Yasmin Putri cover, which is gorgeous. Everybody floats down here. Then you can just go and have your own commissioned with this, this blank cover. Gorgeous. We've got The Blood is Almost All the Way Down, issue number 7 of Old Man Logan. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got The Terminus Agenda Part 4 of 4 in Deathstroke, issue number 43. There is going to be 2 epilogues. This epilogue, and we're also going to have the actual epilogue. Well, actually, an epilogue and then something else that's an epilogue-ish in the next issue. So Teen Titans and then this afterwards. It's not entirely over. It's just basically over. We got from Aftershock Comics Descendant, issue number 1. I'm going to be checking that out. Issue number 3 of 5 of Hot Shots. We've got Dragon's Blood, issue number 1 from Zenoscope. I'm going to be checking that out. I love issue number 1s, including Valiant's Fallen World, where we're going to have Rai meeting his ascendant, his predecessor, his ancestor. Not Youngblood. You know who I'm talking about, and my mind's just a flurry right now. Anyway, yeah, you got it. What do you call it? Vin Diesel, basically. Issue number 1 of 5 years from Terry Moore. I'm going to check that one out. This one I have no idea what this is about. I just found this when I came walking in. This is Flop, issue number 1. Floppy Cop. That's on you. We got Gogor from Image Comics, issue number 1. Let's check out what this one's all about. Okay, no lies, guys. This comic book might be my favorite comic book of the year. By might, I mean, like, I cried by the end of this. I'm not joking. I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be my first review tonight at 3 o'clock in the morning, just because it was really that good. Guys, again, I'm here at Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Going to be talking about the free comic book day stuff. We've got Harley Quinn, issue number 61. This is the only DC comic I didn't read yet this week. Issue number 23 of Justice League. I'm telling you, I'm glad I read this one before I read Green Lantern. Not that you have to, just because, like, this was probably the best, this was almost certainly the best issue of the entire series. Really good. Meet the Skrulls, issue number 4 of 5. Really good story. Looking forward to seeing where this goes. Major X, issue number 3. I'm wondering how many first appearances are going to be in this one. Like, we're really getting our money's worth. We got, you know what, I'm going to do this one towards the end. Marvel Team Up, featuring Spider-Man and Miss Marvel. This is issue number 2. They changed costumes for a very good reason inside this issue. Again, really good. Issue number 11 of The Punisher. The war in Bagali is almost over. Red Sonja, issue number 4 of 5 of this storyline before we switch to another volume of Red Sonja. I think that's volume 3. Savage Avengers, Director's Cut, issue number 1. Looking good, looking real good. Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, issue number 8. This also has a really cool Green Goblin cover. I know there's a lot of people who are infatuated with the Green Goblin. No blame, no shame. So you might want to check that out. Issue number 4 of a bold new era of Transformers. This is pretty damn good series. I'm just saying, from Antarctic Press, Trump's Space Force. I don't even know what else to say about this. This is just such good stuff, man. Go ahead and check this one out. We got issue number 17 of Uncanny X-Men. I love this cover. I really do. Like, just for some reason, it's so down, gritty, basic, and tells you everything. War of Realms, issue number 3. We've got War of Realms, Strike Force, the Dark Realm, right? Yeah, the Elf Realm, the Dark Elf Realm. So basically, they could just say Svartalfheim. I mean, it's not so hard to pronounce that, right? So that's at issue 1 right there. We've got Young Justice, issue number 5. We get answers in this. The problem is that's going to lead to a whole hell of a lot more questions. And then that's pretty much it for this week in general, but we've also got Marvel's greatest creators, so we're actually celebrating creators. Peter David, why not celebrate Peter David? We've got the marriage of Marlowe with Rick Jones. That's really good stuff. And we've also got the Earth's Mightiest Heroes Avengers. This is a Marvel's Greatest Creators also with Steve Englehart. This is actually a really good story. This is one that I wish I owned the regular copy of. You want to know about the origin of the blue area of the moon? Boom, that's the issue to get right there, and it's only $1. Yes, the Marvel's Greatest Creators, similar to the True Believers, are only $1. Speaking of True Believers, we got a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff, including, I had to show it. I had to show it, and there's a reason why one finger is sticking out farther than the others. All right, last but not least, talking about the Marvel Tales featuring the Avengers. This is a nice, fairly inexpensive book. There's usually like 3 or 4 stories in this one. This one has 3 stories, and okay, this is actually really cool. So you can see right away, you got the first appearance of the Vision. This is not his origin story. You have to read some West Coast Avengers for that. But we got the first appearance of the Avengers is going to be in there, and I see right here, I already know that's issue number 16 of the Avengers. That was the crossover. That was the first time that they really majorly switched up the entire team of the Avengers, and that would be an ongoing thing where there would be constantly people coming in, leaving. Almost everybody's been an Avenger at some point. And aside from Captain America joining while Hulk was left in issue number 2 and 4 respectively, issue number 16 is the first time that for the most part the entire Avengers roster just completely up and switched around. So that's a very important issue. And then plus over here, oh, this is from Avengers number 264. This is the first time that this new version of this is actually first appearance. The first time that the new version of Yellow Jacket actually showed up. That's actually a fairly important issue also. So that's really good, especially for a $7.99 US price comic book. I believe it'll be like $10 Canadian or so. So again, Marvel Tales just kicking it out with Avengers. Figure Endgame is out. Shh, no spoilers. I've already seen it. And you guys are going to want to see the sweep, and then not too long afterwards, we're going to talk about the new Comic Book Day stuff that came out. So let's cue to the tunes. And let's take a quick look at the figures that came out, the collectibles. Gypsy Avenger, what do you call it, from Pacific Rim. We got a Supergirl up in here. It's actually a really cool looking one. I really dig on that. That's a beautiful Kara. All right, we got a Spider-Man. Oh, this is a regular Spider-Man that's going out in general. You can see what it looks like here. Maybe you don't want it to fall down though. Maybe you want a one of these with a black suit. Well, if that's the case, we've got a free Comic Book Day one that I'm going to show you in just a hot minute. And we got some black and white Batman up in here with Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. We've got a couple of, I don't know what a Gudema is, a Magic 8 Ball with a bunch of weird things in here, the Lazy Egg version. Here's another one, a Magic 8 Ball with Hello Kitty. We've got this cool Green Lantern figure and statue, and this cool old school Batman statue. Yes, the Green Lantern does have underwear, so there's clearly old school as well. We got the Q Poskets, Wonder Woman and Catwoman. That's cool. What is this? A bunch of Overwatch pops. That's cool. That's cool. You get your Moira, get your Diva. a bunch of guys here. Sour Patch Kids, because those are important. Freddie Mercury, that's cool. Eden Hazard, I don't know who that is. Hockey, something like that. Looks like foreign football. What do you call it? Soccer. UFC up in here. Oh, Georgia St. Pierre. Tyrion Lannister, that's awesome. Tyrion Lannister. And if you want a, what do you call it? Game of Thrones dragon. Oh, here you go. It's a 1-pack though, but we do have 3 of them. And then we've got Pez with the Golden Girls. That's just freaking hysterical. All right, we got always getting these mech statues in, and they always sell. So awesome. 2 of them here. If you're one of them, come and grab it. Borg. So in case you want to complete your collection, this looks like it's a 7-inch figure. So kind of big, but whatever. Hoverboard. This is the hoverboard lunchbox, metal lunchbox tin from Back to the Future Part 2. That's awesome. And it does not seem to come with a thermos. Here's another Magic 8-ball, this time feature. It's not an 8-ball though. This is one of the ding 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 bricks to the mystery bricks to break from Mario. That's cool. Oh, we got another Predator up in here. City Hunter. What's up with this? City Hunter Predator. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, he's got the disc that Danny Glover used against him, his own disc. That's cool. Nice. Okay, so from Predator 2, very specifically, pointedly, we got some Deadpool Pez up in here. And we've got a return to form of the Enterprise D. Cool. Alright guys, and right now we're going to take a look at the free comic book day stuff. So go ahead and check out this table. It is gorgeous, is it not? That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, all of these comic books, listen, let's get a good idea of how to actually celebrate free comic book day. First off, take a look at everything that's here. Go ahead and take another look, whatever you need to do. Seriously, rewind the video. If another ad shows up, it wouldn't be hurtful for you to watch it, and this way I actually get paid for this stuff. But the point is, free content aside, if you, what do you call it? Check out each and every one of the comic books that you want. Most comic book stores will limit you to a certain number of comic books that you can have in your trip on that day. So, and sometimes it's as little as 3. So prioritize which individual comic books that you want. If you really need to have that Carnage comic book, if you really need to have that Avengers comic book, what's the 3rd comic book that you really need to have right away? Make sure that you don't miss it. Make sure those are the 3 that you go in and you get. Also, have backup plans, because what about if you're way back in the line and somebody else comes along and they're just like, oh, sorry, I grabbed the last one. Well, aside from pulling out a knife on this person, Comic Book University does not recommend violence against people who get your comic book before you do. You got to, deal with it and maybe get up out of bed a little bit earlier in the morning. The point is, wow, we've just been attacked at Comic Book University. But anyway, what have you here? With the free comic books, I need you to make sure that you pay particular attention to the priority of the comic books that you want, because you go to the comic book store that you're most likely to visit, or the one that you're going to be able to get your stuff from the most. Maybe there's a smaller one that not too many people go to that you know for a fact is going to be participating in Free Comic Book Day, because it does cost the comic book retailers to get the comic books in. Just saying that it's not free for them, it's free for us. All right, so go to them, get the ones that you want, prioritize, make sure you have multiple different stores you can go to. If there's literally only one store you can go to, just do the best you can, and this is why you try and make friends with grumpy old comic book store retailers. I'm just saying. By the next day, or by the end of the day even, they're just looking to offload because they don't want to be storing all this stuff. So they will usually allow you to come and get other stuff. So maybe hit the comic book store twice, early in the AM, and then later on when they're about to close, like about an hour into them closing. Visit multiple comic book stores if you can, but definitely prioritize your list. That's the most important part to understand in all this. And also, mind you, Free Comic Book Days is not just about free comic books. There's also certain deals that they have on Free Comic Book Day, certain things that are available only for Free Comic Book Day, or at least they'll be released on that day. Case in point, we've got this gorgeous Spider-Man, which can go in multiple different poses, but this black suit, possibly symbiote suit, like this is a gorgeous one, and you can see Free Comic Book Day. So no, this thing is not free, but they are deals that are specifically made for Free Comic Book Day. So they will go on sale on your Saturday, your Free Comic Book Day. That's this coming Saturday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you, man. But make sure you if you want it, decide now if you actually want it, because it will probably be gone soon afterwards. There's going to be a bunch of things like that. It's not just exclusive to my comic book store. It's a whole bunch of comic book stores like that. But there will be certain deals that your comic book store, if they're particularly brilliant like we are, that will allow you to take advantage of other deals. Case in point, if you want to get all of your free comic book day stuff, okay, $50. Now this is a donation. This is exclusive to Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles, but other comic book stores may do the same. But $50, you can get all of your free comic books. Now, why are we charging $50 for free comic books? Mostly because it's donation. It's going to go to the Bloor Children's Hospital, Holland View. Like, it's because the same thing that Professor. And by the way, my page is still open. I'll link it below in the description. You can absolutely go ahead and donate to all of those. But here's another way to donate. Come into Gotham Central, ask them, can they hold it for you? Call us in. All of the free comic book day stuff that's going to be out this Saturday is going to be in that particular pile. All right. Again, this is exclusive to Gotham Central. There may be others also. But not only are you guaranteed to get every single one of the free comic book day stuff that comes in here, but there's actually a couple other things in here that you might enjoy. Case in point, they're all different. You're going to get the 50 free, or all of the all of the free comic book day stuff in there, and there'll be a couple other things in there. Case in point, how about All-Star Batman issue number 1? This is just a random pile that I pulled this off of. I opened up this particular pack, and that's what was inside. What else is inside of here? Oh, look. It's the Fantastic Four Mike Mayhew cover. Yeah, exclusive to Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles. This is our cover. But guess what? There's also the very expensive $80 Virgin cover inside. $50 donation. If this is the one that you picked up, this is what you get. You actually get this, and just bang, you're hooked up. Oh, but there's more. Issue number 1 of Harley Quinn Rebirth. And oh no, I still see more. What is this I see? The exclusive, the Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles exclusive cover. I believe this one was Clayton Crane for Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 1, Donny Cates' run. So you see the Silver Surfer down there? Yeah, and you got the dressing down here. Guess what? There's also the Virgin cover inside with Cosmic Ghost Rider. Yeah, the very expensive Virgin covers also. So these 6 comic books in here also, just thrown in, $50. I promise you, it's more than worth it, and it all goes to donation. So check your local comic book store to see what you guys are offering. If you're interested in one of these, by all means, contact us. Come on in, whatever it is. Sure, we'll hold something for you. We'll contact us on Facebook. We got all the stuff up here. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it. Do not forget Free Comic Book Day this coming Saturday. Kind of important. You're going to hate yourself. You're going to kick the hell out of yourself if you don't come in. And that is going to be it for me right here at Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.